William Whalen here for GetMoreSports.com. Today we are going to talk about the Pac-12 Conference football. Getting ready for next season a little bit here. Spring ball is starting to wind down for a number of Pac-12 schools. Some have already finished. We're going to take a look at the top quarterback storylines entering this year. And you can't talk about Pac-12 quarterback storylines without starting in Eugene. Who is going to replace Heisman Trophy winning quarterback Marcus Mariota? The name right now, Vernon Adams Jr. Now, a lot of college football players and fans might not even be very familiar with that name. You should be. The former quarterback at Eastern Washington transfers up a level to FBS after spending his first 3 years in the FCS to take over in Oregon. A dynamic runner, a dynamic thrower, really one of those interesting quarterbacks that when NBA or NFL draft time comes around, you're always wondering how do they translate to the pros. Well, he's going up one level, but this time it's just to Oregon, and I think with his skill set, he's going to translate very well to what they're doing up there with Coach Helfrich. So that's my top storyline. Another storyline would be down in Westwood with Josh Rosen. I really want to see what the freshman is all about. He enrolls early. He graduates high school early, so he makes it on campus for spring ball. One of the top quarterbacks, if not the top quarterback, coming out of the high school ranks for his class. He is set to compete for the starting job right away. And ultimately, I do think that he will win it. Now, he's got some competition from Little Neuheisel, but ultimately, I think talent, if you're equal in talent, you got to go with youth. I think Jim Mora knows that. I think he does go with Rosen as his opening day quarterback, but I'm going to be interested to see how Rosen does on that kind of stage. Also want to talk a little bit about Cody Kessler at USC. Kessler was really one of the unsung heroes of the college football season last year. Only throwing 5 interceptions on the year, over 30 touchdowns. He was quite frankly brilliant, and yet nobody wanted to talk to him, which seemed so weird for a quarterback at USC. I think that'll really change this year and going forward. My number 4 storyline is going to be Kevin Hogan up at Stanford. Can he turn things around? Started off last year very rough, very inconsistent, but really came on strong late in the year as the team did as well. Let's see if they can carry that momentum into this season. Of course, Stanford always going to be tough, always going to be good up front. It's about them giving Kevin Hogan protection, and of course him using that to his advantage. Gaining some accuracy, and his decision-making has to improve. My last storyline is a little bit off the wall. It's actually going to be talking about Sefo Liufau at Colorado. Set the single-season record for passing touchdowns and passing attempts last year. Can he bring the Buffaloes back to a bowl game? Going to be very interested to see what he can do in his junior campaign.